Life is going to be an uphill battle sometimes. Sometimes it's going to go downhill. It's a roller coaster, right? That's what makes it fun, the ups and the downs. That means that we're living. And some of you might be in a down right now. Some of you might be going up a huge hill right now, right? It's all strength and it's all working together for your good. My whole entire journey this past year and a half, it's been tough. It's been hard. I've been depressed. I've been stressed. I've been going in and out. Am I going to be able to run again? All the thoughts that as a human we go through. The whole entire time, though, I would break that pattern by telling myself it will get better. It's going to get better. It has to get better. And it will get better. And I've been telling myself that for a year and a half. It will get better. It will get better. And I told myself, I'm going to tell myself until it does get better, until it shows up as better, until I experience the better. I'm not going to allow my faith to waver. I'm not going to allow my faith to suffer. I'm not going to retreat on my faith. And some of us, we do that, right? Let's be real. Like, we're human. So when hard times come up, we retreat on our faith. When struggle comes up, we retreat on our faith. You know, when obstacles come up, we retreat on our faith. When things aren't going the way we want them to go, we retreat on our faith. When our dreams fail, we retreat on our faith. And we go back into this mindset of suffering. We go back into this mindset of self-sabotage. We go back to this mindset of feeling sorry for ourselves. And trust me, I've done it too. I had my fair share. I'm a human just like you, but I had a disruptor. And that disruptor was, it will get better. And I want to tell you right now, watching me, it will get better. I don't know what's going on in your life. Maybe you experience death in your life. Maybe you experience a lost job. I don't know, but you know, and I want to tell you, it will get better. Maybe you're having a health scare. You're dealing with an injury like I dealt with for the past year and a half. It will get better. It will get better. And you never stop believing. I don't care what life throws at you. I don't care what life tries to tell you. I don't care what's real in your life right now. I don't care about the reality in your life right now, because I've always told myself, yes, I'm not oblivious to the reality, but I know my true reality is my faith. Let faith be your reality and keep telling yourself it will get better. So that breakup, you will get better. That hard time, you will get better. Maybe that situation with a friend that you're having a little bit of disagreement about, you haven't talked in a while, it will get better. And you keep believing that until it gets better. And so today was a moment where I actually experienced the better, because I kept telling myself, even when I could barely walk, even when I couldn't walk, even when I was on so much pain in my life, I kept telling myself it will get better. Even if it seemed like it wasn't going to get better at all, I kept telling myself it will get better. It will get better. And I kept telling my mind that. And I told my life, this is how we're thinking. This is how we're programming. This is how we operating, Raquel, right? I know you're feeling this. Thanks for the fire emoji. This is how we operating. This is how I want you to operate. Stop choosing the less. Stop choosing fear. Stop choosing the things that don't serve your soul. Stop choosing the things that don't serve your mindset. Stop choosing your limitations and start choosing your faith. Start telling yourself it will get better. It has to get better. It can get better. It must get better. It will get better. I am getting better day by day. If you're not quitting, if you're not giving up, I know healing feels like hurting. I know healing feels like struggle at times. I know progression sometimes feels like pain, but you're getting better. You're growing. Let your hardest times build your strongest faith, my friend. Let your toughest times build your strongest faith, my friend. And things do change. The tide will change. And maybe we don't always see it because we're so fixated on what we want for our life. We're so in control of what we want. I'm going to tell you right now, in order to experience more peace in your life, you got to lose control, baby. Not in a negative way, but lose control and let God control it. And just tell yourself, you know what? I'm going to control what I can control, the small things. The intentions that I have every single day, how I show up my mindset, how I look at life, how I'm going to operate in faith. I'm going to control those things. But everything else, I'm going to let go of it. And I'm going to tell myself over and over, it will get better. It has to get better. It must get better until it does get better. And some of you are a breakthrough away from everything in your life getting better. Some of you are a moment away, a year away. I know it seems like a while, a month away, a day away, a week away from things changing. But you're giving up on yourself. And listen, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you not because you're giving up on yourself, because you haven't given up. I'm proud of you. I'm damn proud of you. And I want you to be proud of yourself. But I want you to keep telling yourself it will get better. Those words have changed my life. Even on my run today, I'm not running the way I want to run, right? I'm not running the pace and time that I'm used to running. But my whole entire run, guess what I was saying? It will get better. My time will get better. My strength in my foot will get better. My stamina will get better. My endurance will get better. And so I found joy in what I would complain about. I found joy in the valley. I found joy in the struggle. I found joy in the challenge. I found joy. And when most people find complaint about, most people find self-sabotage, low self-esteem, I found joy. And that's when your life changes, y'all. When you have the peace in your soul, you can find joy in everything. That's that internal happiness that I speak so much about. I want you to find joy right now. You might say, Trent, ain't nothing joyful going on in my life. Create your joy. Find joy. You can find joy right now in this moment. You can find joy that you're alive. It always could be worse. There's people in Maui, right, that's dealing with fires that it changed just like that for them. You can find joy in anything. You might say, Trent, how do I find joy in that? For those people, they have a life. Some people don't have a life. Right? When we find joy in the midst of struggle, we give ourselves the chance to experience a greater life, to move forward, to move on, to progress towards that better that's waiting for our life. You are a breakthrough away from everything changing. And I know you might be at your breaking point because I've been there. I get there often. In my breaking point, you can go one or two ways. I can break down or I can break through. And I choose to break through by saying, you know what, I'm choosing joy in this moment. I'm choosing peace in this moment. I'm choosing my faith in this moment. Because you have that choice. You might not be in control of a lot of things in life, but you are in control of the choices that you make. You have the choice right now to say, I'm going to get something better out of my life. You have the choice right now to say, I'm not going to surrender to my pain. I'm going to make that pain surrender to me right now. You have a choice right now to say, you know what? I'm going to walk into the joy. I'm going to break through. I'm going to move forward. I'm not going to have low self-esteem. I'm going to think better about myself. I'm not going to self-sabotage. I'm going to self-elevate. Because I know God got me. You got a choice right now to be angry at God for your situation. You can thank God for your situation. And I know right now it opens up more abundance to your life. It sure ain't about being angry at God for your situation, because your situation is a situation that some people might be even praying for. I want you to choose joy right now because it will get better. Everybody type right now, if you're with me, put it will get better. It must get better. It has to get better. And you're going to keep breaking through until you experience your better. Because that breaking point is beautiful. Because that breaking point, that means that you have a choice. Either you're going to grow or you're going to surrender to your pain. And I'm going to choose growth every single time. So I've been going through this for a year and a half. And trust me, I had all the evidence outside of myself that says, Trent, it's not going to get better. Bro, you're never going to be the same. You're still dealing with this wound. You're never going to be able to run. You're never going to be able to get in pools again with your kid. None of that stuff. It's not going to change. You're going to have to have a nerve surgery. All the things that we're saying, that's not program my mind to say, you know what? It's going to get better. God got me. And I'm going to believe like that. I'm going to live like that. I'm going to operate my faith like that. That's what you got to start doing, y'all. That's what changes everything. I know y'all want this step-by-step process, 5 things to be successful, all the things. Listen, live in faith, operate in faith, choose your joy, choose your peace. Tell yourself it will get better every single day until it becomes better. That is the secret to life. That is the secret to growth. That is the secret to progression. And it's facts. I'm not just pulling out the crack of my butt and just telling y'all this. Y'all didn't see me go through what I went through the last 3 years. That's why I thank God for that, so y'all could see it. So you can be like, man, I saw Trent go through his darkest moment and still come out of it. I saw Trent walk through the fire and the flames start multiplying because you know what? He didn't surrender. He didn't get timid. He walked through it. He got through it. So you guys got to see this last 3 years, so it brings more credibility to what I'm talking about. I know how it feels to want to choose fear instead of faith. I know how it feels to say, man, things ain't going to get better. It's so easy to choose that. I wanted to choose that. But God slapped me in my face and said, hey, bro, you don't believe that I got you? You don't trust me? Even though you can't see what I'm doing, you don't trust me? After everything I've done for you, after all the breakthroughs I have for you, after how much I've had your back year after year, you don't trust me because of this thing what you're looking at, because you're trying to trust your own understanding. You don't trust me because you're trying to trust what you see. You're trying to trust what you're comparing your life to. You're trying to trust what other people are trying to put on you, and you ain't going to trust me. And I said, you're right. I'm leaning on my own understanding. So I want to just come on here and share that with y'all. Like, I'm in my place of peace. I'm sitting here and I say, you know what? Let me press live. So I want to press live. I don't know who this was for. It might not have been for none of y'all. Maybe it's for myself. But hopefully it's for somebody on this live to say, you know what, man, Trent, I needed this message. If you needed this message, share this message. If you need this message, get them comments up. Type I needed this in the comments, whether you're on YouTube, Facebook, wherever you're at, wherever you see this at, type I need to get better. It will get better. You know what I mean? I needed this message. Go ahead and share this with somebody. If you really think it's going to help somebody, share it with somebody. Tap the hearts, tap the thumbs up, because now is the time to walk in a different place. You know, I had somebody tell me the other day, it's like, Trent, it's like you never worry about anything. I was like, I'm a human being. I worry a lot, but I don't stay in worry. That's the difference. I don't keep the faucet of worry on. I turn it off. Yes, there's times where worry drips in my life. There's times when worry is a heavy stream of flow in my life, but I don't keep it on. I turn it off because I know that who of us that worry is going to add a single hour to his or her life. So I turn off the worry because I can't control that. Why am I worrying? Why? You know what I mean? Why am I worrying as if God don't got me? Why worrying as if God hasn't delivered me from things over and over and over again? Why am I worrying as if God hasn't brought me through the things that I've been through? As if God ain't going to get me through everything that I go through. Why am I worrying? Why am I worrying when I know God got a plan for my life? A plan to take me to another level, a plan for my goodness, a plan to prosper me. He ain't trying to fail me. So yeah, even when I see failure out there, I know that's part of the process. I know my human eyes is seeing what I see, but my faith eyes is seeing what it's going to be. You know, some of us, we looking with our human eyes saying, oh, this is what it is. Nah, but your faith should be saying, now, this is what it's going to be. I know God loves me too much just to keep me here. You know what I mean? It must be something bigger. And if it's not for me, maybe it's something that I got to learn from my kids. Maybe it's something I got to learn for somebody else down the line. I can't tell you how many times I've helped people with grief since my mother passed. I can't tell you how many times I help people with injury depression since I've injured myself. Right? It's like it ain't always about you when you go through things. But you can't surrender while you're in it because all you're going to do is sink and drown in depression, in self-pity, and feeling sorry for yourself, right? God don't feel sorry for you. God got you. So why are you feeling sorry for yourself, right? You act like God ain't powerful. You act like God ain't got the power to overcome anything that's powerful in your life, right? When we start believing like that and we start walking in faith, breathing in faith, wearing faith, it's a different type of confidence because you know God got you. So I don't trip. I don't worry. I don't walk around here fearful. I don't walk around here scared, not because I'm big and bad, because I know my God is big and bad. So I'm good. I know the armor of God surrounds my life. So I'm good. That don't mean I'm not going to go through my things. That don't mean I'm not going to doubt. I'm a human being. But I get out my human self and I get into the spirit of me. And the spirit of me saying, hey, bro, you're trusting yourself too much. Right? You're trusting yourself too much. You're trusting your circumstances too much. You trust in your current reality too much, right? Chill and understand that there's something bigger and greater for your life. And you don't know what that is, but keep going. Don't throw in the towel. Don't give up. So anytime that I'm starting to get down on life, I change my focus, y'all. I got to guard this. And I want to tell everybody here, my book, Protect Your Peace, that's coming in January. One of the things I talk about, the principles is guard your focus. It's so easy to focus on what we don't have or what we're going through. And we take our focus off of God. We take our focus off of our faith. And we focus on the little things in life that really don't mean much at the end of life. And we focus on these little bitty moments. And these little bitty moments stack up. And they stack up and they look like stress. They stack up and they look like anxiety. They stack up and they look like depression because all you focused on is what's going wrong. All you focused on is who's done you wrong. All you focus on what you're going through. When you can easily shift your focus to see, man, you know what? I am going through this, but I'm blessed to still have this. You know what? I am going through this, but you know what? God got me through that. So I know he's going to get me through this. When you change your focus, you'll change your life. What you focus on is what you feel. What you feel is what you do. What you do is what you get. That's life. That's life. And I know it's not always that ABC, right? I know it's not always easier. It's easier. I know it's easier said than done, but that's life. That's life. And I've been through my storm. But you know what? I'm thankful for my storm because the storm grew me. You guys, if you see me out there running, you like, he looked like Forrest Gump. Like, why is that dude so happy? Because it brought me another appreciation just to be able to walk. Like, I'm excited to go on walks now. Like back 2 years ago, I'm not walking. Like, nah, I need to run. What? I don't want to walk. It's a waste of time. But it's brought a different appreciation to like my health, to my life, to myself. It's made me look at things differently. So certain things come into your life, right? To help you appreciate the things that are actually in your life, the things you might be taking for granted. You know, sometimes you got to have that friction in a relationship to make you appreciate the relationship even more. Sometimes you got to lose certain things, right, to appreciate the things that you have. But my main message on coming here today is to tell you these words. It will get better. Whatever it is you're going through, my friend, it will get better. Last time I checked, I don't know one storm that lasts forever. It will get better. I don't know one storm that lasts forever. I've never seen a storm in history that has lasted forever. Some might last a long time. Some might be a hurricane that lasts days. Sometimes it lasts weeks. Sometimes it's a monsoon. Sometimes it's rainy season. Sometimes it's storm season. But this is the thing I know about the seasons. Those things change. And you got to trust God to change things. Let the season do what the season is supposed to do. Maybe there's something inside of you that needs to grow to prepare you for your season, right? This season isn't your season, but it's preparing you for your season. Whatever that looks like, because I don't know what it looks like for you. You know, I'm not a mind reader. I'm not God. I don't know what it looks like for you. But maybe you have an idea. Maybe you prayed for something, right? You want something. You don't realize that the process of getting that something, the process isn't beautiful. The process, blessings aren't always beautiful, y'all. Some of my greatest blessings came in the form of ugly. Some of my greatest blessings that came from the form of like, this is a blessing? I thought a blessing's supposed to be beautiful. But it becomes beautiful after you realize the fact of the purpose of that situation coming into your life. See, some of us, we are actually misdiagnosing blessings. We are defining blessings in the wrong way, right? We think that blessings is just sunshine and rainbows, but what you don't know, sometimes the storm is the blessing. What you don't know, sometimes the setback is the blessing. What you don't know, sometimes the removal is the blessing. But we think blessings are just always beautiful because that's what we're taught, right? Blessings are just perfect. The road to greatness is paved with gold and mansions and everything like that. That's the road to heaven. But the road to greatness in your life on earth, it's going to look like some shacks. It's going to look like some potholes. It's going to look like some ditches, right? As you keep going down that road, maybe you get to that. But it's a process that has to go through. So if you're praying for certain things, don't expect things to just happen. Expect there to be a process to prepare you to refine your life, right? To better your life, to strengthen your life for the life that's meant for you. So I'm proud of you, y'all. I'm proud of you. I'm damn proud of you because one, you're here. One, you're surviving everything that you've been through. And one, you're getting through everything that you're going through. Like, give yourself some credit. Give yourself some grace. Be proud of yourself. I know you look out and be kind of disappointed at times because you're not where you want to be, but maybe you're right where you need to be for where you're going to be. You might not be where you want to be, but you're right where you need to be for where you're going to be. You know what I mean? Like, start thinking like that. And I promise you, that's how you'll experience more peace in your soul, more peace in your life, more peace in your mind. So you can actually infect and project and inject more peace on earth, because that's what we need. We have a lot of unhappy people. That's why we have an unhappy world, right? That's why we have unhappy communities, because nobody's happy, because everybody thinks that everything is just bad, right? It will get better. I believe that. But like I tell you at the end of every single video, you know who it starts with. It all starts with you. If this message somehow helped you in any way, right, share it with somebody. You know, I get messages all the time say, Trent Shelton, I had no idea who you were 10 minutes ago, but my friend shared this with me. And boy, did I need it. So please be a hero in somebody's life, whether you text it, whether you share it on Facebook, Instagram, wherever you share it. And yeah, make sure you press like so we can reach more people. And thank you for being who you are. And I want to reiterate this again. It will get better. All right. Put a smile on your face. You know, I always admire people who love the rain, who would dance in the rain. I'm like, how the hell are they dancing in the rain? Like, it's raining. I'm trying to stay dry. But they realize that the rain has purpose too. And we can learn to dance in the rain just as well as we dance in sunshine. You know, I don't want to continue this live, but I do want to say this. I said this on a podcast recently, and I said, you know, a life controlled by circumstances is a very inconsistent life. A life controlled by circumstances is a life that doesn't experience peace. And can we have a real moment right here? Right? We all been guilty of that, right? It's so hard not to be controlled by circumstances. You know, I got a call today. You know, it was an issue back home. And I'm like, gosh, you know, like, why? But then I snapped out of it because I said, my faith, my peace, my joy, my internal happiness will not be controlled by circumstances if I can help it. You know, because that's when we live a more peaceful life. When we can say, hey, circumstances are just circumstances. I'm not going to give more power to it than what it is, because I know circumstances change just like the seasons. And so I'm going to smile through it. I might cry through it. I'm going to pray through it, but I'm not going to quit on it. Right? Your life is too purposeful to quit, my friend. Your purpose is too purposeful to quit, my friend. The meaning of you. And I don't care if you think that you're meaningless. I don't care who lied to you, what the world lied to you, and you feel like you have no significance. You're a very meaningful human being. You're just around the wrong environment that's not helping you believe that. If you're around me sitting next to me right here, I promise you, you would understand how meaningful you are. You are a very meaningful human being in the scope of God's plan for your life and his ultimate plan. Don't you ever forget that. Don't you ever think that you don't have meaning because somebody told you that, because somebody showed you that, because the world tried to make you believe that. Nah, you're very meaningful. And once you understand that, you realize that you are a purpose. You realize you have a purpose. You're here for a purpose. You were born on purpose. You were given purpose, to do purpose, to live purpose, to breathe purpose, to share purpose, to multiply purpose. Once you understand that, everything changes. So I want you to know that. You're very meaningful. You're meaningful to me. So what you can't do is give up. What you can't do is quit, because that messes up a lot of things when you do that, right? There's somebody who needs you. I don't know who that somebody is. There's somebody who needs you down the road. You know what I mean? So even if your road right now is looking ugly, even if it's looking full of mountains, keep climbing. Keep climbing, because I believe we don't even have to climb the mountains. At some point, God's just going to move them. So keep climbing until God moves your mountain, because obviously there's purpose in the climb. And I don't know what that purpose is for you, but there's purpose in the climb to maybe strengthen you, to maybe show you something that you can help other people that's coming behind you. All right? Don't give up. I appreciate you. It's rehab time. Let's get it.